It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Bengals' sure-handed tight end. He was a machine for them last week with several touchdowns on double digits receiving. It's the Bengals and the Saints.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense takes the field, and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. Bringing them out, CD, in his second year now out of Texas A&M. Here's Kellen Mond. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mond looks to throw. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Off the play fake, Mond. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On first down, here's Mond. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 7. Now Mond. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that. And
it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 104 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get over.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Brings up second and 8. From the 24, Mon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mon. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Stanley Morgan, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, Mon. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands,
under review. After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that will overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Mon's throw complete there to Johnson. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mon's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Mon now off of play action. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Reagor, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. What's good on the extra point. And that cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the drive was polished off on the touchdown catch by Jalen Reagor. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. Mon looks to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mon going to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Mon. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Kellen Mond again getting ready to quarterback his offense for this upcoming drive. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go play action here. Mond. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mond out of the shotgun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, P. Ryan. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple, Mon. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Mon looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise...
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd! His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The 40. 20. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
You're seeing both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to get this one out his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Second down, here's Mond again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like...
And now here is another interception. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Come on, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Mond. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mon. The screen pass here to Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
Looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Run past the 30-yard line there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
On 1, right?
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now we'll get called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11 mighty, 11 MP.
Mixing up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Here's Hardy set to return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Mond. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Gun.